So my name is Deena Buchanan, and I run the Buchanan Law Firm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are a law firm that focuses in employment law, personal injury, and workers' compensation. I met Maddie Martin during the Lawyers LabCon last fall, and I was really impressed with the giving spirit of Smith.ai and how much they're willing to interact with lawyers and help them improve their businesses. I've used several other services prior to trying Smith.ai, and I was really put off initially by the cost with the volume of calls that I had with the other services. Then I switched to a local reception service here in Albuquerque, and they were really great, but they had limited hours and they had limited integration abilities. So after speaking to Maddie and after looking into things like Lawmatics, I just decided to overhaul my whole intake process. And I thought that using Smith AI in conjunction with something like Lawmatics would enhance the experience for my clients, allow me to have a 24/7 service, and streamline that process of bringing someone into my firm, interacting with my firm, getting their information, having a human actually listen who's trained to handle the intake and be compassionate with my clients who often are facing really traumatic situations. But what I've been really happy with is that even with my basic setup from the beginning, I've been able to get calls in. People have had a higher level of service with my firm because they can reach a person. And even with the online live chat, they're getting a person who actually responds to their questions as opposed to a bot that I think will take a longer time for me to program. I did have a contact me form and an intake that was connected to my website. And I would get maybe one or two of those a week in the past. And I wondered if adding live chat to my website would encourage people who are landing on the site to actually interact and maybe give me their information. And I was really surprised when those intakes went from a few a week to sometimes one or two a day in my first few weeks having the live chat. In the past, my system was that I would get a call, I would get a message from my receptionist. They would send out an intake form to a person who'd then email it back to me. Then I would have to enter the information or have a paralegal or staff member enter the information from the intake form into my smokeball system, which is what I use for firm management. And then I would review it. So there were a lot of opportunities there for people to do typos, to get names misspelled, to misspell email addresses, to miss a digit in a phone number. And there would be people I would try to call back that I couldn't reach. With Lawmatics, the system is that the receptionist takes the information over the phone. It goes right into my Lawmatics system, which fills out a profile. If I need additional information from the person, I can send them an intake form that they can fill out right into Lawmatics. And then that also integrates with my smoke ball. So basically, it allows a client to really manage their own information with the help of Smith AI and all my other integrations so that hopefully I get the best accuracy and the fastest response times to my potential clients. So I really am looking forward to working with Smith and kind of figuring out ways that we can work best together, long term. But it is a relief. It's just a relief to know that I have somebody has my back with this stuff. I would definitely recommend it to any solo attorney or small firm because I know that we are all stretched with resources. And one of the things that I always am dealing with as a small business owner is who do I put in what seat and how do I use their skills and abilities best to most efficiently and effectively represent our clients. One thing that you can outsource pretty effectively is something like call handling and intake, because those people actually are part of your team if you give them clear instructions.